Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie, and I'm a full-time Elliott Wave trader in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin ETH, and I'm throwing in some altcoins, Luna and SHIB. I don't know. You guys can have a good laugh at me because I cannot pronounce it. All right, so we're closing a monthly candle today. If you are interested in our Discord, it is open. It's an educational / TA-based Discord. The link is in the description below. We would love to have you. All right, so let's get going here. We got a lot to talk about. Monthly candle, it's beautiful. There is nothing wrong with it. It's bullish. Yeah, it's bullish. The monthly RSI, yes, we have this bearish divergence, but you know, the monthly is, it still has a lot of room to go up, and I'm not too concerned with the monthly RSI, okay? I don't not look at it, but I'm not like worried about that divergence at the moment. Weekly candle is closing as a doji. It's a neutral candle, okay? It's neutral. It means indecision. We do have still the bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. We still need to get out of this red zone and push up into the 90s. We need to get back going here on the weekly time frame and wipe out this bearish divergence, okay? Daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we are moving down much faster than prices, which is good. If we can come on down here and reset ourselves on the 40, that'd be wonderful. Okay. That would be nice. Okay. Let's talk about what's going on here and what counts we have left. Now, yes, I've been over this in my prior videos, so I'm going to go over it quickly. Two ways to look at the bullish count. The first one is that this is making a 5-wave move like this, and it is done, or it's got one more hit to the high. I'm leaning one more hit to the high, but we'll have to see here. If this is the case, what we would be looking for is a 3-wave pullback, some sort of correction for a wave 2. So this would all be 1. We'd be looking for 2, and then we'd blast to the moon for 3, 4, 5 on up there, okay? Invalidation for this count is going to be this low. So we make another hit to the high, we can make a pretty big correction here, and it will not invalidate this 5-wave move as it stands like this. The other way is that we made a leading diagonal here. And what we're doing is making what's called a 1-2-1-2. This 3 will be much bigger. Here's the thing about the 1-2-1-2. When you have a 1-2-1-2, you do not want your second one to be as big or bigger than your first one. It needs to be smaller. What happens is you get your second one, and then your 2 will find support on top of your prior one. And then you go on up for your 3, your 4, your 5, okay? And this 3 is much higher here, okay? But we don't want this one to get much bigger. If we get another hit to the high, it's almost going to be equal size as this one. We really need to turn around here and find support on this one and give ourselves a better looking 1-2-1-2. If we just keep on going here, I'm going to be more leaning towards the ABC option, where we had A, B, and this is a C, and it's coming up into what we call the expanded B pocket. The expanded B pocket is where your A wave breaks your B. Your B wave breaks the top of your A, comes up into the expanded B pocket, and then you end up getting a C to the downside. We do not have many corrections left available to us that can happen here. All we have left is the running flat where the C doesn't break the bottom of the A, and the expanded flat where the C does break the A. The only other one we have is the triangle, which is called a running triangle, where you have an A, you get a B that breaks the A high, then you get a C, a D, and an E. That's all we have left, guys, because we broke the high. So, with that said, invalidation for the 1-2-1-2 count is breaking this low. We don't want to break this low. We can't break this low for the 1-2-1-2 because a 1 and a 2 and a 1, the 2 is not allowed to break the bottom of the 1. So we have to stay above here. And I would like to see us come on down and give us confirmation of this 1-2-1-2. I don't want to see this get much bigger, or I'll be leaning more towards the ABC look. Okay, let's take a little closer look at what's going on. Okay, we had quite the whiplash going on here. I posted on my Instagram that I was expecting this dump. It happened, and boom, they took out the shorts and they took out the longs all in one swoop. Okay, but what I think we have here is a three-wave move to the downside. This is an expanded flat in the middle, and then we have a Y to here, where this is an A, a B, and a C zigzag. Okay, now when I get down on a very small time frame and I take a look at this pump to the upside, it very much looks like a three-wave move to me. That right there looks like a zigzag. Okay, keep that in mind. It's hard to see when we are up on the higher time frames, but it does look like a zigzag. So with that in mind, we could have a three-wave move here. Let's see. It's actually a WXY, but... And then we're getting a three-wave, and let me label it properly. And now we're getting a three-wave, okay? So we've got two options here. The first option is that we're making a corrective move that started with 3. If this is a B, it can break the bottom. Be aware of that. B's have a big range. We'll get a B, and then we're going to pop up for C. This is the first option. If that happens, we're going to get a bigger move to the downside that's either going to be a WXY or an ABC. But it would just be another, sorry about that. It would be another three-wave move, okay? It would just be bigger. This would more confirm our two-wave. If it is not, the other option, if it's not the three-wave move that I talked about, then we do have the potential that this move is over and this is a 1. We're making a 2 and we're going to go on up for another move to the high. Now to do this, we absolutely cannot break this low right here. For this to be a 2-wave, cannot break this low. This would give us another 5-wave move up. Okay? We don't really have any bullish divergence. Let me go up to the 4-hour. 4-hour right now, no bullish divergence. Okay? Doesn't mean it can't pop to the upside. It's just it's not giving us a good confirmation of it, but it doesn't mean it can't do it. 1 hour. I would have liked to have seen some bullish divergence between these 2 points, but we do have it between here. Straight across kind. Okay. So I do feel that this needs a leg to the upside. It needs a partner. So it can definitely truncate and not give us much of one. Okay, just a little C to the upside like this. Be aware of that. And that B can come much lower. And it can even break the bottom. Okay, this B has a big range. But I do think this needs a partner, whether it gives us a C wave or it gives us the full-blown 5 waves to the upside. Okay? All right. Let's move over to ETH. ETH is exactly the same as Bitcoin on their options. We can look at this as a 1, a 2, 3, 4, and this is making 5 and it's done, or it's going to give another pop to the upside. Invalidation is all the way down here, meaning that when this is over, we can correct big for our wave 2. Or it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the same thing, a 1, 2, 1, 2. But again, this is getting big. Not quite as big as Bitcoin's scenario, because this was a much bigger one. But I'd like to see it start giving us the 2 look here very soon. Okay? If it's going to be the 1, 2, 1, 2. And invalidation for 1, 2, 1, 2 is this low right here. We can't break that. The bear scenario, which isn't really bear because we've broken the high, so you know the only corrections we really have left here is the same thing. This is making A, B, C. We make the B, and then we either come down for a running flat or expanded. Not leaning expanded, guys, but it's possible, so we have to think about it. We do have those gaps sitting down here in Bitcoin and in ETH. Bitcoin has 3 of them. ETH only has 1. Okay. On the monthly time frame, and I kind of got out of whack here, very bullish candle on ETH. Weekly, indecision candle. Same as Bitcoin. Weekly time frame, we've got two divergences here. We have it from here to here. And then we have it here to here. So we need to be aware of that, guys, okay? Weekly's got two divergences there. Daily, we do have the bear divergence between here okay? And then we also have it here. Eight-hour, same thing, bear. So, yeah, okay. Now let's talk about this right here on ETH because it's a little different than Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, this move to the upside is different. But on ETH, this is a potential fifth wave. Or it is a one wave. Okay, that's the way I'm leaning. Either this is a fifth to the upside and this is done, or it's a wave one. If it's a wave one, we cannot break this low right here. Cannot break it. If it's a fifth wave, then it's possible that this is making 1, 2, we're going to come deeper for 3, 4, 5. Okay. Not really leaning that way because this is very ugly and choppy and this looks corrective to me. Okay. So I don't think it's making a 5-wave move. I think right now we have an A, a B, and C is either done or it's got one more hit to the low. Okay, but invalidation is way down here for this to be a 1, and this is coming down for 2. And please don't forget one thing, that this can get more complex where it gives us this 3 waves, pops to the upside for a B, and comes down deeper for C. So this can drag out a little longer here. And also keep in mind the bearish divergence we have on the higher time frames, okay? But right now on the 1 hour, we've got the bull from all the way back there to here. So we do have it between here and here. But I really would have liked to have seen it between these 2 points, and it's not there yet. So what I really want to see is for this to roll over again. Like this. Give us that divergence where RSI doesn't break the bottom and gives us the upwards divergence. Okay, and I kind of messed that up, but you get it. Where this comes like this, gives us upwards divergence. This gives us downwards. on the 1 hour time frame. That would give me more confidence that this is pushing nicely to the upside and isn't just going to give us some kind of little three-wave move like that. Okay. All right, let's move over to Luna. Luna is beautiful. I mean, like, this is like one of the best, I think, counts I've ever seen. When you take a measurement, we hit perfectly on the 2.236, which is an overextension for a third wave. This third wave hit a perfect 1.618. This fourth wave came right down into the prior fourth wave territory. And this looks like a fifth to the upside that could be done. Let's get a little closer here. Oh, one thing. Getting ahead of myself here. Divergence between the third and the fifth. Your highest point on the RSI is going to be your third. And then we have this divergence here on the weekly time frame between the two, and then this upward movement, we have this bearish divergence. Okay, but when you see divergence like this, where you have it on the upside and you have bull on the bottom side, it usually, and they're channeling in this upward channel kind of motion, usually means you're going to get another pop. Let's see, not a lot to say about the daily. It looks to me like we have an inner count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then we have 1, 2, 3. And this looks like it's still possibly in 4. So it does look like it needs another hit to the high here. Probably up to this 618, because that's where a normal fifth wave should hit. Okay. So let's get down a little closer and take a look. Let me pull this in a little bit. This was a 5-wave move right there. And okay, so this was the top of the third. This looks like fourth could be done here. If this is the start of something, we don't want to break this low right here. Okay. This looks like A, 3-wave B, C, or WXY, it doesn't matter. This looks like 3, 3, 3. This looks like a little 5-wave move here. Could be the start of the fifth. We don't want to break this low right here at 34.76. Okay, on the 4-hour time frame, we do have bullish divergence all across here. This looks like it's potentially ready to pop for its last little wave there. All right, the one I can't pronounce. This is a beautiful coin too. Beautiful. put a channel around it. We've got a 1, a 2, a 3 that hit a perfect 1.618. I'd expect a 4th. 4th cannot come into wave 1 territory. Okay. And I would expect a 5th to the upside, getting up to, without any overextensions, 11665. Okay. It's got a bunch of zeros before that, but let's go down a little bit. Take a closer look. Down a little bit more. See what we see it's going on here. So we have the potential for the 4th to be over here. This looks like a leading diagonal to me, which a leading diagonal can be a wave 1 or an A wave. The way that this has come deep and has taken so long, I'm leaning more towards that this is an A wave and that we're going to get a B and a C, and that this was a 3 wave. We'd get a 3 wave and then a 3 wave, and then the 4th will be over. And we go. Now, if I'm wrong about that, and this leading diagonal is not an A wave and it's a wave 1, and we're on our way up again, bullishly, we cannot break this low right here. Sitting at 55.10. I think you say it like Satoshis. I guess you can laugh at me again. But this is where we cannot break, okay? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, and I hope everyone has a happy Halloween. And think about our Discord. It's in the description below. And I'll see you on the next one.